everybody. I hope that you are well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 5 English lesson on coordinating conjunctions. And before we start with our lesson on coordinating conjunctions, we're going to log into aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of language arts. Grade 5. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our lesson on coordinating conjunction. All right, so our chapter is coordinating conjunctions. Our subject is English language arts, grade 5. And the lessons that we're going to be focusing on is to use coordinating conjunctions as well as to identify coordinating conjunctions. All right, so our lessons once again is to use coordinating conjunctions and to identify coordinating conjunctions. So coordinating conjunction, right, it is used to connect words, phrases, and simple sentences. And some common coordinating conjunctions are and, but, yet, or, and so. So we're going to now show how we can use our coordinating conjunction or some of the coordinating conjunctions that is most and commonly used. Like, for example, how can we use and, but, yet, or, and so? And a coordinating conjunction, we use it to connect words, phrases, or sentences that go together or that are alike. All right. So we use the word and to connect words, phrases, or sentences that go together or that are alike. So we use the word and to connect words, phrases, or sentences that go together or that are alike. For example, my sister is going through France and Spain this summer. So my sister is going to France and Spain this summer. Another example in which we can use and is when we say, I have a pet dog and my cousin does too. So I have a pet dog and my cousin have one too. And then we use the word but. We use the word but or yet. So we use the word but or we use the word yet to show some contrast between the sentences or within that sentence. For example, my brother loves apples but hates pineapples. Then we also use the word to show a choice. So we use the word or, and that is to show a choice, right? It's either this or it is that. So choice. So today we can go to the beach or to the park. That is a choice that is given. We can go to the beach or we go to the park. You can finish your homework now or you can finish it after school. So we use the word so, and so is used to tell that something is happening because of something else. So, something is happening because of something else. We use the word or to show a choice. Today we can go to the beach or the park. You can you can finish your homework now, or you can finish it after school. So when it comes to coordinating conjunctions, right? Coordinating conjunctions are used to create words, phrases, simple sentences. And when we say simple sentences, it's because we need to identify the two, let's say, ideas within the text, the sentence, and if it sounds familiar, then it's wrong. So coordinating conjunctions are used to connect words, phrases, and simple sentences. Some common coordinating conjunctions are and, but, or. So we see that we are using words such as and but and or so in order to proceed, right? And we said we use the word and to connect words, phrases, and sentences that get together or that go together with or that are like. My sister's going to France in Spain, and Spain, it's the summer. I have a pet dog, and so my cousin does too. And I have a pet, and my cousin does too. All right. So basically, these are all coordinating conjunctions, and we see that coordinating conjunctions, it either connects words, phrases, and simple sentences, and some of the old coordinating conjunctions are and, but, yet, or, and so. And we are doing our tutorial lesson on aplusstudents.ca. So we're gonna go to aplusstudents.ca. So we're going to use coordinating conjunction. Let's go. So we need to complete the sentences with the base conjunction. It says Christina loves fresh flowers. She buys yellow daisies at the store each week. So we need to choose the best coordinating conjunction. So we say Christina loves flowers, fresh flowers. Right? So we say if we were to add the coordinating conjunction, then we say Christina loves fresh flowers. So she buys yellow daisies at the store each week. So goes within that missing word or the missing word within that sentence. So our apple tree is tiny. So our apple tree is tiny, right? So it produces over 100 apples every day. So we need to choose the correct coordinating conjunction to add it in there. And we say our apple tree is tiny. Then we say it produces over 100 apples every year. So yet, not yes, yet. I apologize. And then Alaska is bigger than California. California has larger population. So Alaska is bigger than California. So Alaska is bigger than California, but California has a larger population. But all right, so now we're going to our test, right? We're on aplusstudents.ca. So we're now going to complete the sentence with the best conjunction, right? It says the audience couldn't hear Rosa. She moved closer to the microphone. The audience couldn't hear Rosa. She moved closer to the microphone. So we must not say, do we say "Oh, she moves closer to the microphone, or do we say so she moves closer to the microphone? So do we say the audience couldn't hear Rosa, so she moved closer to the microphone? So we use the coordinating conjunction so within that sentence in order to make it true. And so is correct. Well done. It's correct. Mrs. Burke was exhausted after work. Do we say or she took a nap or so she took a nap? Mrs. Burke was exhausted after work. Do we say or she took a nap or so she took a nap? So we say Mrs. Burke was exhausted after work. Do we say or she took a nap or so she took a nap? So we will say so she took a nap. So well done. So is correct. Which type of stove do you want? Gas yet electric or gas or electric? Which type of stove does Maria want? Gas yet electric or gas or electric? All right, so we say which type of stove does Maria want? So we can say Maria wants gas or electric. So which means that it's still either or. And or is correct. Paco and his friends are going camping this weekend. Do we say, but they still need a tent, or they still need a to buy a tent? But they still need to buy a tent, or they need to still buy a tent. Do we say but or? So we say but they still need to buy a tent. An electric saw is a useful tool. Do we say yet it can be difficult to handle, or it can be difficult to handle? Yet or. So we say an electric saw is a useful tool. All right, then we can say it's a useful tool, yet it can be difficult to handle. So well done, yet is correct. The bushes had grown too tall. Do we say so Mrs. Estrada trimmed them? Or do we say or Mrs. Estrada trimmed them? So the bushes had grown too tall. So Mrs. Estrada trimmed them, or the bushes have grown so tall or too tall, or Mrs. Estrada trimmed them. So the bushes had grown too tall. So Mrs. Estrada trimmed them. So is correct. Our apple tree is tiny. Do we say yet it produces over 100 apples every year? Or do we say our apple tree is tiny, so it produces over 100 apples every year? So our apple tree is tiny, yet it produces over 100 apples every year. All right, so well done. Now we're going to identify coordinating conjunctions. And we said coordinating conjunctions are used to connect words, phrases, and simple sentences. And some coordinating conjunctions or, and, but, yet, or, so. We need to select the coordinating conjunction, right? And we said the most common coordinating conjunctions are and, but, yet, or, and, so. It doesn't give us our sentences. Let us go to our test. It doesn't give us sentences, it only gives us the answers. We need to select the coordinating conjunction. Do polar bears live in Antarctica or the Arctic? So, do polar bears live in Antarctica or the Arctic? So, we need to choose the correct one. The coordinating conjunction is a do polar bears live in Antarctic or the Arctic? All right, and if we use the correct one or select the correct one, we'll say or. And or is correct. Well done. Was Alaska or Hawaii the last state admitted to the Union? And if we choose or select the coordinating conjunction, right, then we're going to say was Alaska or Hawaii the last state admitted to the Union? And if it says Cassie or Casey works nights and weekends at Patty's Diner. So we say Cassie and works night and weekends. The frosting wasn't firm enough, so Bella added more sugar. The frosting wasn't firm enough, so Bella added sugar. All right, so we can go with so. The frosting wasn't firm enough, so Bella added more sugar. And so is correct. Cindy keeps her jewelry and clips on top of her dresser. So Cindy keeps her jewelry and hair clips on top of her dresser. We need to choose the correct coordinating conjunction. All right, then if we choose the correct one, we will say Cindy keeps her jewelry and hair clips on top of her dresser. So the word and is correct. The exercise equipment was heavy, yet Kayla liked it with ease. So the exercise equipment was heavy, yet Kayla lifted it with ease. So the exercise equipment was heavy, yet Kayla lifted it with ease. So yet Kayla lifted it with ease. So yet is correct. Well done. Lacey wanted to bake some cookies, but she was out of flour. So Lacey wanted to bake some cookies, but she was out of flour. So Lacey wanted to bake some cookies, but she was out of flour. But is correct. Sunday's next novel will be out is a will be about a man and his four daughters. All right, so we will say and is our coordinating conjunction. So and is our coordinating conjunction. I'd like a slice of pie or a strawberry milkshake, please. I'd like a slice of pie or a strawberry milkshake. And or is correct. Right? So we said that remember, we are doing coordinating conjunctions and it joins words and phrases, right? Okay, let's do the last one. The experiment didn't work, so the scientists started over. The experiment didn't work, so the scientists started over. All right. And if we choose the correct one, we'll say the experiment didn't work, so the scientists started all over. So well done. Well done. And we said coordinating conjunction, it joins or connects words and phrases, right? And our most common coordinating conjunctions are and, but, or, so, on, or yet, or and yet. All right, so that is lesson grade 5 on coordinating conjunctions. Thank you very much for joining our class. It is a holiday on Monday for you guys, so we will see each other on Tuesday. So have an amazing weekend further. Goodbye.